I lied about my ethnicity to my friends and now I'm stuck. This is my first ever post. Sorry if I mess anything up. So, I've known my friends for around 3 or so years and we all met in college. When we first met we got along really well and instantly clicked. There are 8 of us, by the way. Where I live, culture and ethnicity are a big thing and there are not many white people, and so I think that was part of the reason I lied when they asked me about my background. Guess I just wanted to be interesting. I replied by saying that I was 1/2 Korean and 1/2 white. For reference, my mum is 1/2 Korean, not me. I'm a 1/4 and the rest white. My grandmother immigrated from South Korea. I guess I do have some Asian features, but I'm definitely white passing. I know what I did wasn't right and I shouldn't have lied in the first place, and I feel pretty bad. But I don't know if I should keep it going. Since in around 2 years I will be moving, or confess, since they're going to catch on. You're still Korean and white. It's not a big deal. I mean, it's not a huge lie. You do actually have Asian heritage blood from your mother and grandmother. You've just exaggerated it a tad. Did I say half? I meant a quarter. It's my mum who's half Korean. Sorted. I already forgot your race mathematics when reaching the end of your text. I guess your friends focus on different things as well. I don't think you've actually really lied here. I mean, if your mom is 1/2 Korean, it's not incorrect to call her Korean. Your mom's Korean. Your dad's white. It's not that out of left field for you to just say you're half Korean. Just casually mention you're actually technically 1/4 Korean, and I don't think anyone would think you were dishonest. You just weren't being specific. Shiver me timbers, you are 1/4 Korean and not 1/2 Korean. What a lie. Straight to hell you go. I was in a similar situation when I was a kid. In elementary, middle school, it was really hard being African and would often get bullied simply for being so. I started lying and saying I was Jamaican. Turns out the kids I lied to ended up being longtime friends who I'm still friends with today. I'm out of college. I told them years later that I'm actually not Jamaican and they seemed to laugh it off like they already knew. And we're still best friends now. Basically, I would tell them the truth. If they're really your friends, they should understand that you were just trying to fit in. I lied about being Jewish when I was like 20 so I could date this hot girl. Not 2 weeks later, her dad spotted me buying Christmas stuff at Target. Yeah, whoops. Do people really care about this? Like, really? Like, are any of your friends going to even notice if you correct the ratio and act like nothing happened? I hate the half this and quarter that way we talk about people like we're the American Kennel Association. You're Korean and white. End of story. It's more about how you identify. That's it. Don't listen to anyone that says you are not enough of one thing or the other. Is this a joke, lol? You're still Korean. It would be completely different if you were a fully white guy saying you were Korean. I hate the half and half, that BS. Just say you are Korean and whatever white you are. Does anyone remember that half you put in anyway? Honestly, I wouldn't worry. You exaggerated a bit at most, but what you told was overall true. People probably don't care about the exact percentage being wrong. You're mixed race. That is true. I wouldn't sweat over it. If the topic comes up again, maybe you could say you're technically 1/4 Korean. How you say, cucumber. No one cares if you put half or less than half. In fact, if you go into too many small percentages, It feels like the person has done a 23andMe. From the title, I thought you were going to say you identified as another ethnicity altogether. I hate Americans if that's really what keeps you up at night lol. Number 1 really cares that much? Nobody cares. These confessions suck. I robbed a store at 16 and tied someone up. Yeah kid. You're a bit Asian. My god. IDK I'm 1/4 Mexican. My mom is half or so and I've said I'm half Mexican because culturally 50 of my family is Mexican. I don't really say that now as an adult because it's not really accurate, but it was never a huge deal. I don't think anyone is going to care. Mom's Korean, dad's white. However you define yourself is fine. All you have to say if it comes up is you did the math wrong and you are actually 1/4 Korean. It's not like you completely made it up. You're too old to be feeling bad about something so trivial. I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's not like you're not Korean at all. I'm half Filipino, but there's a lot of mixing in my family, so I'm probably not even half if at all. But I know for sure it's my culture. No one mentions percentages. No one cares. Literally. It sounds rude, but honestly no one gives a flying fuck. I know you said that it's culturally important where you live, but the only thing that really matters is that you are Korean white. I'm sure if you did a DNA test it wouldn't be perfectly 1/4 Korean 3/4 wherever you're white ethnicity comes from. Your identity is more than that. No one really cares about the specifics. They likely won't really do the math to find out, and if they did won't think anything of it. This is such a boring ass confession. Dude, you just didn't accurately tell to which extent you are Korean white. You overthinking this heavily. No white person or any person for the matter I know would even remotely care about this. I would just say, oh, did I say half? I meant 1/4. Boom. You're welcome. You could just say you took an ancestry DNA test and found out that you're actually Korean and white. You didn't actually lie. Just got the percentages a little fuzzy. You're okay. I wouldn't even worry about it. Damn Americans and their race obsession. Being white isn't abnormal or wrong. And not being white isn't special. Don't be proud of any race. You also have a culture. But if you're still worried, know that Europeans and Asians, as in Asia, not just East Asians, have more Neanderthals DNA. Go be proud of that. If your friends care this much about your ethnicity, find new friends. You are Korean and Caucasian period. Who the hell explains their ethnicity in quarters and such? Lol. If ever I ask someone, I have never heard a quarter blah blah and a half blah, it's always Hispanic and white or Filipino and white and so on. Take a chill pill. You are Korean and white, so you didn't lie. I wouldn't worry about it. 1, 2, 1, 4, no biggie. We are 100 human and that's good enough for me. Imagine a society where you have to identify as part of a minority to receive social credit. Well, I guess you don't have to imagine it. Seriously. This shit keeps you up at night. You really need to get a life. Do some stuff that you can tell people and have a great story. But this is just not worth your worries. Move along. 1, 2, 1, 4. Wait, EVER person. I can't believe we've gotten to the point in society where we lie about our ethnicity. Let alone a 25 discrepancy. What a sad and judgmental world we have all lived in.